Hello, my minions. This is Master Shader, and today I'm going to be talking about how I record my videos with Fraps. I had a guy ask me how I record my videos, so I'm going to do this quick screencast on how to do it. The first thing I do is I set up Fraps. It records to see Fraps movies. I record at 60 frames a second. I make sure that I record my speakers, my microphone, and I record the sound. I do change the capture key to scroll lock. Scroll lock isn't really used for anything, so it makes a good key to start and stop my recordings with. So we do that, and I mean, pretty much Fraps just works out of the box. I do have a pretty beefy computer. I'll talk about that in a minute, but that's how I have Fraps set up. Now we're going to go ahead and hop into Minecraft, and I will show you how I have Minecraft set up, and then we'll come back out and I'll show you how I render it. All right, we'll see you in a minute. Alright, so inside Minecraft, the only thing you really have to worry about setting up is the sound. So that's in options and sound. I keep mine at 30%. What that allows it to do is that allows the video to pick up enough of the sounds so you can hear what's going on, but it doesn't overpower my microphone when I'm talking. I also set music to 20%. That way, again, it doesn't overpower me. Everything else is about the same. Video settings, I have it on far, max frames per second, but I'll show you in just a second what it actually records. Fancy graphics, smooth lighting, all the fun stuff. I turn up the brightness because when you upload it to YouTube, they dim it down a little bit, but I got something to fix that as well. So these are my video settings. These are my audio settings, and I'm done. So let's go ahead and go into my... Ooh, I'm flying. I'm flying. Alright, so this is actually an old server world that I have. But when I record, if I go into F3, you'll see up in the top corner that it's hovering about 55, 53 frames per second. The max it'll record is 60 frames per second. The minimum is whatever the minimum is. But Fraps kind of really takes it down a bit. And since it's not rendering, but it's loading all these chunks, it's lower than it normally would be. But anyways, I've got a pretty good computer. I built it maybe a year ago. It's got a Intel i5 2500K processor, 8 gigs of RAM, a gig of video memory. I've got a, what is it? I think it's a Radeon Series 7000 video card. So, except for when it's loading this new world, because it has to load a lot of data, and record at the same time, and have 2 other people logged on, and it does a whole bunch of stuff. But it runs pretty well. So that's how I record inside Minecraft. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this video that I've just recorded, and I'm going to process it so that I can get it ready for YouTube, and I'll record doing that too. So we'll watch the sunset and then we'll cancel out. It's such a nice night. No, I'm not going to wait till it sets. We're just going to kill it here, and I'll see you outside back in the world of Windows. I guess I'll wait. Alright, minions, so after I have my video recorded in Fraps, it records off to the hard drive, I use a program, this one called AVI Demux, to render my video off to a format that Video Vegas can use. I use Sony Vegas as my final renderer, and it doesn't play nicely with the Fraps codec. So in order to render it down, I use this. So first thing we'll do is we'll open up the first file I recorded, which is this one, and it stretches out the screen, but we don't care about that. And we will append the second file, because Fraps breaks up your recording into 4 gig files for easy maintainability and speed. And once we have that, I just change the codec to MJPEG. It shrinks the file down considerably, and then I apply a couple filters. The first filter I do is I don't crop it. No, I resize it down to 1280 by 720. Click OK. And then I also changed the contrast. We're going to go ahead. It bumps up the contrast to 10, but I also bump up the brightness. And the reason that is when YouTube renders the video, it renders it a little bit darker than what the source video. I don't know why, but they do. So by bumping up the brightness here, when it re-renders in YouTube, it's back to the original color. And now just to render that, we just do File, Save Video, and it renders. So once that's done rendering, I will come back and we will hop into Vegas, and I will show you how I do things in Vegas. Alright, the final part of this video is to render it in Vegas. Now what I do is I've got actually a template set up here. We're going to go over here. You can see how it says how to record with Fraps. First thing you got to do is you got to import your video. So I've already imported the Fraps video because that takes a while. But then we'll import the other two parts that I've recorded for this video. And we will open those, and it adds those. And I will import the third one when we're done. But when you're I'm not going to do an extensive tutorial on how to use Vegas. Pretty much just drag and drop. You drag these to decide where you want things to start. You drag the other end where you want it to stop. You volumize, whatever. But when you've got it the way you like it, click on File and Render and choose the rendering format. I use Sony AVC. It's an MP4 codec that works really well. But what I've done is I've created a custom YouTube profile that records in AVC format at high def. I record, it ends up being I can't remember, AAC, there we go, AAC audio, MP4 file format, and recording the best rendering it possibly can. And then we just render it off. Once it's done, I upload it to YouTube, and everything is hunky-dory. So, a couple, I guess, things to mention. I do use Fraps. You can get it at fraps.com, I think. My screencast I'm using, Screencast-O-Matic. It is an awesome free service. There's a link in the description below if you want to record your own screencasts. You can see it's a little choppy, but it works great for screencasts, and I like the little icons that it puts around the mouse so people can see exactly what you're doing. The free version does leave a watermark at the bottom of your videos. And let's see. Oh, Sony Vegas. If you go to SonyCreativeStudios.com to download Vegas, you can get a 30-day trial of Vegas for free, fully functional. And they actually have a version of Vegas. I use Vegas Pro because I actually do videos professionally. I do video scrapbooks, which are kind of fun to make. So I have to have this. It does all the Blu-ray stuff, and it's excellent. So I can do my videos and release high-quality stuff. But they do have a free or a cheaper version, under $100. I don't remember exactly how much it is, but you can use Sony for darn cheap. So you can also use these Fraps and things that you've rendered down in AVI Demux in things like Windows Movie Maker, so you don't have to worry about that. Any nonlinear editor should be able to use your files. You don't have to use Sony. I just do because I've already paid for it, and that's what I have. So there's that. So again, this is Master Shader. Check the description for links to software that I've used. And AVI Demux is free. You can get that for free and use it all you want. And that's that. I'll have some more Minecraft videos coming up. I'm working right now I'm working with somebody right now to help do one challenge map, and I'm doing another challenge map of my own. So I'll be releasing those in the next couple weeks. And that's all I know. This is Master Crusader signing off. Go record your videos, make awesome YouTube stuff, and hey, if you like what I've done, go ahead and click subscribe or whatever. I like to release videos. I've got to get better at doing it more often, but we're good. Master Crusader signing off. I'll see you later.